This is Utah Tech basketball and the John Judkins Coaches Show.
And hi there, all you good people out in Trailblazer land. Glad to have you aboard the John Judkins Coaches Show. Rod Zundel along with the head coach of Utah Tech basketball, John Juddy. Utah Tech coming off 2 wins at home last week. Now they get ready to go on the road Thursday night against the top team in the conference, Grand Canyon. Then they come back home for another game against Seattle, and that's an important game because Seattle's right above you in the standings. So, Coach, good week last week.
Yeah, it was a great week. Something that we were looking forward to, having those 4 straight home games, and came out with winning 3 out of the 4. So we're happy with that. Now we're back on the road.
Yeah. What you have to be pleased with is that you have a game of runs, right? You got up, they came at you, and you pushed them back. And you did the things that sometimes you weren't able to do in the previous month or so.
Well, everybody goes on team runs. We have them, they have them. You just got to stop them. When they're on a run, you got to stop it. And what we try to do, obviously, is play defense, but that's not the most easiest thing to do. And then you got to get the ball inside and score or get fouled. And we were 91%. Foul shooting last game. So yeah, we're starting to improve there, which is nice. That's one way to stop the runs. But you're right. I was happy with that. I didn't like to have them make their run and catch up, but I liked how our guys didn't panic and they relaxed. It's okay. Let's go back and do the things that we did to get that lead. And when you do that, we're pretty good.
So you're 6 and 7 now in the conference standings. That's 7th. So you moved up 2 or 3 spots in just a 7-day period. So. And you had a couple big-time performances. Jalen Searles he had a career night, almost a career best as far as a single-game scoring record for Utah Tech. But the game before, Thursday, you took on Southern Utah, and you got the win. Saturday, you got a win over Cal Baptist. But Thursday, Beon Riley missed 6 straight games, and then he came back for this game, and you could really see how valuable he is to this team.
Yeah, he is. He's, to have him be out. It reminded me a lot of last year with Cam, when Cam went out in the 5-6 games. It really kind of hurt us, and it hurt us not having him. He's a good leader. He's mature. He's been at this Division I level before, so he kind of knows what to do. And he was trying stuff, talking on the bench, but it's just nice to have him back in the game, and did a really good job for us.
16 points, 8 rebounds. Looks like he didn't miss a step.
He got a little tired, though. He did get a little tired.
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
So Thursday night, you had Southern Utah come into the Burns, and a little payback time because they beat you about a month ago in Cedar City. As we take a look at some of the highlights, what a great atmosphere. The Stampede showed up, and they were loud and proud.
Yeah, it was a whiteout, and they gave out some chicken, and I say, hey, we got to do that every game, give out some chicken. So any sponsors out there want to sponsor a game, please come on out. But no, that was unreal. We always get a good crowd with SU and Utah Valley.
Beon Riley, about 20 seconds after he checked in for the first time, bang.
Yeah, we didn't start him. We thought we had to wait till get him warmed up a little bit, and he came in, and Eric found him wide open for a 3 right there. And there's another one. Eric penetrates, kicks it to Jalen. Doesn't hit the rim, but luckily Beon's right there. He gets a 2-and-1. Again, those are the things that you can't replace. I mean, it's a tough one. Good rebound by Jalen right here, pushing it up. We've been working on finishing, 2-on-1 and 3-on-2, and Jalen did a really good job right there attacking and scoring. Get the ball inside of Tanner. Gets bumped off his lane, a great cut by Beon again, and gets another easy basket. Again, not a play, just more of a read, and Beon did a really good job of that. This one was a play. We sealed him. We thought we could hurt him inside. We thought Beon could really post that guy up, and that's exactly what he did. What's this one? Defensively, a good tip ball. Again, there's Beon bringing it up, 3-on-2, finds a wide open UU, misses a shot, but stays with it. Noah gets the rebound, and there is Beon again for a nice, easy layup. Again, those extra shots, those offensive rebounds are things we have to do. There's a set play we ran for Beon again. Nice pass by Tanner. Our bigs are playing good together, and get a layup again.
You're up 8 at the half. Second half, Southern Utah started off on a 10-0 run before you guys got it together there.
Yeah, we were kind of maybe came out a little soft. You try to say, hey, 0-0, but they know they got a lead. There's another good drive. Find the open guy. We call it drive and replace, and it's exactly what Beon did. Here's a missed foul shot, but Beon gets a rebound, kicks it back out, and guess what happens? Whack. I tell you, you get those offensive rebounds, you can get a lot of threes, and the defense isn't ready, and you're wide open, and Noah hits that one. Here's some good ball movement again, a good handoff. Noah, I say he hits his first couple, man, look out. His eyes get big, and he wants the ball.
And when Beon back Caleb Stearman didn't play a lot of minutes, but they were some big minutes.
Oh, that one right there was huge. A great shot fake, get him up in the air, and then I loved how he finished. He kept his head up on the glass and got a 2-and-1. Great minutes from Caleb. Again, keeping the ball alive. Tanner keeps it alive, and what happens?
Yep.
We get a bucket.
I think this is the best play of the night. You call a timeout, you got 1 second on the shot clock, underneath your own basket, you take it out, and it worked.
It did. It worked perfectly. I thought about maybe putting Larry in because that's about the only way we could have scored is a lob or a quick pass to the corner, and it worked out perfect for us.
So they made a run, 4 seconds left, you're up 2.
You didn't show the other one. You didn't show the other one, which is fine. Pretty good look, better look than I wanted him to get. But again, we're up 2. I think we're up 6 one time. We had a turnover, costly turnover I think Noah had, and then the last play before that one, UU was a little bit underneath the basket trying to get open. They said he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, he did.
He did, but he got pushed. But, thank goodness for ESPN, I guess, showing that. But so they got the ball back with 4 seconds. We're up 2, and I thought, oh, boy, no threes. Beion left his feet twice, which is a no-no, but I like how he finished there, but they missed. He's the one that kind of contested that last shot and missed it. So we'll take it.
Yeah, Beion Riley, 16 points, 7 of 12 field goals, 8 rebounds. First time he's played in almost a month. Noah, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Jalen, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. Tanner, okay, not a good shooting night, 7 points, but he had 5 assists for your big man, Coach.
Well, they're doubling him. I mean, Tanner knows that now. I mean, he's been hurting guys inside, and so they're double teaming him. And like I tell our guards all the time, I don't know why you guys don't want to throw it into Tanner because he is so unselfish. He'll throw it right back out to you, and that's what Tanner's been doing. I mean, he's finding an open guy. He's a team guy. He wants to win. He'll score. We tell him he's got to be more aggressive. He's got to want the ball. But again, if he gets double teamed, he'll find the open guy.
Yeah. 10 steals. You guys are active.
Yeah, and they weren't like gamble steals or press steals. They're just more of being in the right spot, the right position, getting tips, and then go get the ball. And Jalen did a really good job of that this weekend with them against SUU and also on Saturday against Cal Baptist. Yeah. He got a lot of tips, and then he went and got the ball, fetched the ball. And those are the ways that we need to get steals, and then it leads to easy baskets.
It wasn't all perfect. You got out to a big lead. They made a run. You turned the ball over a little bit more than you like down the stretch and a couple missed free throws. But unlike some of the other games, you were able to do what you needed to do at the right time to get it done. Yeah. And that's got to be pleasing as a coach to saying, okay, these guys have been right there all along, and now they get to feel some of that success.
Yeah, we talked about that when we played UTRGV. We said that, hey, we've been there right there. We just haven't had a chance to finish some of these games off. Yeah. And they did. And, I think, again, we had a great week of practice. That was really the key of it. We were focused. We were prepared. They were into it. You just could tell. And that was a great sign to see our guys. They know that it's one game at a time. They know we got to take care of our own business. Yeah. And it's been great to work with them in practice and in games.
In the post-game show, Jalen said that this was probably the best week of practice, and you agreed with that. Mm-hmm. And why was that, do you think?
I think it started with everybody. I think they all came together on Monday when we watched film and just kind of said, hey, let's go. Let's kind of put this thing together. We talked about giving 100%. From now on, when you walk on that floor, you're giving everything you got. You're not worried about school. You're not worried about family things. You're not worried about whatever. Just focus on basketball for an hour and a half when you walk on the floor. And I'll tell you, it was good. Eric kind of started it off. He kind of got into it and started getting our guys going, talking, leading us as our point guard. That's what we need out of him and UU. And they did. They kind of started it off, and then it just took off. And then having Beion back. Yeah. That always helps. When you have a new player back, new blood, it makes a little bit of difference in practice.
And with Beion back, it brings your physicality back. He's he's one of the bigger guards, forwards, and stronger on the team. But I think with Beion coming back, they've been focusing so much on Noah that he hasn't had a lot of space for three-point shots. And you could see with him back, he got free a little bit more in these two games. I think he's going to be the biggest beneficiary of Beion back. Am I somewhat in the right ballpark there?
Yeah. SUU, we didn't have him up there, so that was big. But then against Cal Baptist, we did have beyond when we played them the first time. So they knew who he was.
Yeah.
SU really kind of didn't know that, and so I think that was a big help.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to expect. I mean, they'd seen film of him earlier, but tell you, when you sit, I told you this before, I don't want it to happen, I'll tell you, when you sit out and you watch practice and you watch games, you learn a lot. And Dion really did a good job of that, learning and staying focused in the game and knowing when his time came, he's got to be ready, and he was on Thursday night.
Well, Noah, I think benefits from him coming back, but also the point guards, because they can't pressure the point guards so much, like Eric and Toure and Jello, and they can be free to penetrate and kick out a little bit more with Dion there as well.
Yeah, and again, our point guards have been a lot better lately of just taking care of the ball, getting us in our stuff. Don't try to do too much. Take what the defense gives you. When you get double teamed or come off a ball screen, engage that big, and then find the open guy. And we've been doing a lot better job of that.
So you got the win over the rivals. You got payback on them. 2-point win Thursday night. Then you had a Saturday afternoon matinee matchup against Cal Baptist way back in December. December 2nd, you got the win, trying for the sweep here. And again, Beon Riley comes out and starts it right off the bat.
Yeah, that one again, loose ball. He went and got it and got a layup out of it. Started off really good. And here's a play we kind of ran for him. We knew we could maybe hurt him a little bit with some drive. He was quicker than the guy that was guarding him. We hurt him with a little drive right there. And again, it was a good high ball screen right there for UU. Nobody helped him. Drives right in and gets a 2-and-1. Larry, great screen.
Taking charge here, 15-2 run at this point.
Yeah, again, good rebound here. Again, Jalen played one of his best game ever. But that one there, I remember yelling, "Keep running, Noah, keep running!" And luckily Jalen saw him and got him. And they called a timeout really quick right there.
This is where Jalen really started to become aggressive and to take over this ball game for a career night.
Yeah, again, anytime he gets a long rebound, he could bring it up. That wasn't his first shot he hit, but I tell you, hit a couple easy ones. And then you get your confidence going, and then that's kind of a tough shot, but he made his first couple. I love this one again right here, 3-on-2. He hesitates, a little Euro step. You know, where the time before that he would run guys over and get charges. So I really like that one. Here's a great back cut. He looked at it. Again, good patience, got balanced, and again, he was feeling it. You could just tell it was one of those nights Jalen was hitting those shots.
But he was also active on the defensive end
totally
as well.
Was. There's a steal.
And Tanner.
And again, a steal, getting on the ground. I mean, that tells me our guys want it. They wanted it more. And then again, great hesitation move. Gets a wide open layup. Again, but look at the tip and then the hustle by Tanner to keep it from going out of bounds. There's a high pick and roll. And again, he's getting to the basket. Early in the year he wasn't doing that. He was settling for those little jumpers.
Then they decided not to even guard him.
Yeah, I don't know about that little floater he hit. But again, when you're in that zone, you're in that zone.
You're up 17 at the half, and then he's feeling it.
Yeah,
he's unconscious at this point.
Yeah, I said he was. He was on one of those nights. But we did a good job of finding him. Eric and you did a great job of running some plays to get him a great back cut. They started overplaying him, and he back cuts. But our guards are getting that now. They're seeing, hey, this guy's hot. What do we have to do to get him the ball? And that's what we did.
After a 4-minute dry spell, come back again.
And again, another read. We do a good job with those reads. Our guards cut and make those guys communicate. Great pick and roll by Larry with a one-hand dunk. Great read by Jalen. Just saw the two guys engage the big. This one, I believe, was crazy. I can't remember. Was it a shot clock violation?
The shot clock was going off.
Yeah. And he
Tanner's right place.
Yeah. I mean, how that ball came off as soft as it did, and Tanner did a good job.
Yeah.
They switched. Tanner kept the guy on his back and got that board to score.
Yeah, 2-point game at this point. This is huge.
Yeah. Again, 2-and-1 right there. Again, just being aggressive, making two guard us. And then he finishes it. Finishes that way.
So the last 9 minutes of this game, you played. You had one field goal, but you hit 9 of 11 free throws, Coach. You were what, 20 of 22?
20. I think we missed two.
Jalen you missed two free throws. 20 of 22 free throws for this game, Coach.
Yeah, Jalen missed one, and UU missed one.
Yeah, and Tennessee Rainwater came in and hit 4 in a row in the final minute.
Yeah, he got that big rebound and got fouled, and then he got fouled in the press. They're pressing us. And again, he hasn't played a lot of the minutes in that game, and came in there and knocked down 4 in a row.
Okay, so just let me give you these numbers. Searles, 33 points on 12 of 16 field goals, 8 for 9 from the free throw line, 4 assists, 4 steals. He's had 47 points, 7 steals in the last 2 games, Coach.
Yeah, he's been really aggressive. You know, we had him on the show. Maybe that helped, huh?
I know, yeah. Eric Deming's going to join us. Maybe he'll go for a
He'll go
30-point game.
There you go.
This
no,
week.
Jalen's done a good job. He's come in and watched film. He's come in and talked to us and things that we can work on with his game. And when he's aggressive and he gets to the rim, he is such a much better player. Yeah. And then he has an all-around game. The three will come. There for a while, he was kind of just shooting threes. And if they weren't going, he had average nights. But, man, he's been so good attacking, and he handles the ball well. He passes really well when he's in that attack mode. And people don't understand that. To be a good passer, you have to look to score first and then pass. If you're just trying to pass, that's what Stockton, people got on him a lot was, hey, you got to look for your shot because they're not even guarding you. Once he started to do that, man, he was just killing people with his assist.
The 33 points by Jalen, 2 off, the single game best. Cam Gooden had that in the tournament last year against who? Southern Utah. Yeah, so 30. That was a big time performance. Beon, another solid game, second game back. It was interesting to see how Beon would react after not playing for 6 games, coming back, getting tired a little bit. How would he react 2 days later? Would his body recover and all that? Seemed to be doing okay.
Pretty good.
12 points, 5 of 8 field goals, 4 rebounds.
He was pretty sore. I mean, he was really sore. But it reminded me, he had this early in the year, if you remember. He had a problem. He had to sit out a couple of games, and then he came back and played really well his first game and not so well his second game. So I was worried about that. But I thought he did a really good job even on Saturday doing the things we needed him to do.
And Tanner, 9 assists last week in the 2 games.
Again, great passer for a big. Great passer for a big.
Yeah. Here's the stat that I think that you're going to love the most. In the 2 games last week, only 24 turnovers leading to only a combined, 26 points off turnovers.
Yeah.
He had 26 assists on those 24 turnovers.
That weekend, I thought our turnovers were down, our assists were up, and then our foul shooting was up.
Yeah.
And those are the things that we've been struggling with consistently.
Yeah.
And so it's good to see that, and they've been spending the time. I mean, we've given them some homework assignments to come back in the gym and get extra shots, especially foul shots, and they've been doing it. But our point guards are they're starting to see what we're looking at. Because I'll tell you, our offense has been pretty good. Sometimes we've just been making the wrong reads or maybe trying to force things, and then we get turnovers.
Well, Cal Baptist, they're one of the top, they're
good.
Best rebounding team and the best offensive rebounding team in the conference, and also top in the nation as well in the top 20 or 30. And they're a good defensive team too. They had not allowed any team this year to score 80 or more. You got 85 on them.
Yeah, they have a player down. They lost their point
Daniels,
guards really
guy,
good.
yeah.
But we beat him the first time with him, and we were hoping he was going to be here again. We always want to play him when they're the full power, but they definitely missed him. He's a big part of their offense. But I thought our guys did really good at blocking off. I mean, they have 2 big guys that just rebound. I mean, top rebounders in the league. We play again Grand Canyon. That's the top rebounder is number 30. What's his name? McLaughlin.
Yeah, McLaughlin.
He's their lead round in the conference and probably pretty high up in the NCAA ranking.
And he hurt you when he was here.
Yeah. So we did a good job of that, rebounding. But, again, every time we play Cal Baptist, every time we play SU, every time we play Utah Valley, it seems like it goes down to the wire. And that Cal Baptist is back when we were D2. I mean, it's always been some crazy games with those guys.
Yeah. I'm going to do an impersonation for you. Okay. So when Cal Baptist coach Croy found out, said, "Is Beon Riley's going to play?" "Yes, he is, coach." "Dang it." Direct quote.
That's how. Well, he should know. He saw him play against SU, so I don't know what he was thinking.
Well, no, that was before the SU game. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because he knows. He heard him at their place. Really well.
So, all right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, freshman point guard Eric Demings will join the show. His debut on the John Judkins Show. So come on back.
He's on the 30-yard line, the 20, the 10.
You wouldn't want an incomplete football game. So why use a website with incomplete listings of Southern Utah properties? SouthernUtahRealEstate.com is the most complete, most accurate, and most comprehensive property search in Washington County. Because we're not focused on everything, just on the part that we like the best. Find your Southern Utah home at SouthernUtahRealEstate.com.
Finley Hyundai, committed to high-quality service and sales for local drivers. Stress-free car buying guaranteed.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash. Simply tap, swipe, or click checkout with any Mountain America debit or credit card to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500, now until September 30th. Visit macu.com/anycard to learn how to earn extra entries or to open a new account today.
Put up a 3. Yes, sir! Hello and welcome back, Mr. Riley. Beon with the rebound, layup, and foul. Beon hasn't missed a beat. Underneath to Riley, puts up a shot. Noah to Beon for the easy bucket. Guess who gets the rebound? Riley. Out to Gonzalez. 3-ball, yes, sir! Noah G for 3. They try to give Searles on the lob. Taps it up. Yes, sir! The lob to Searles on the inbound, and it works. 3-on-2. Searles. Oh, wow! What a move by Jalen. He'll take a 3. He got that one. Jalen Searles sizzling to Jalen. Hammer dunk. Holy Ika. One-handed jam. Ooh. Tanner with a rebound. The putback hammer by Tanner Christensen. Ball game. Trailblazers win. Great week in the Burns last week. 2 wins. Getting ready for 2 more games this week. Thursday at Grand Canyon, the top team in the conference. Back here Saturday with Seattle. By the way, Seattle is a game in front of you in 6th place. So as we speak right now. So that's
big week,
big
Rob.
week again.
Yeah, big week again.
The lovely gentleman over to our left, Eric Demings, freshman out of Texas. Can we just say Dallas?
Dallas is fine.
Okay, Dallas, Texas. Welcome to the show, Eric.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right, so just talk about the atmosphere last week, getting back-to-back wins at home, especially Thursday night with that crowd and the stampede there.
Oh, it was beautiful. Like, it's always good to see the crowd come out and support the guys, and it's just fun to see. It kind of turns us up a little bit when we see the crowd fill with our stands, and I'm glad we delivered with the wins. And
for those who played any sport, you work so hard, and sometimes you don't get the success and the rewards for it. But then when you do, what kind of feeling is that? And what was that like last week?
Oh, it's surreal. I mean, we go into practice with a different mindset coming off good wins like that for the crowd, and we just want to keep stringing together good games and good practices.
So what was it that brought you to St. George from Dallas, Texas?
It just felt like a really good spot that I can call home. You know, obviously talking to Juddy and all the other coaches, I really felt like they would have my best interest, and that's what it's been, you know, through everything, freshman problems. We worked through that as a family. So. And
Coach, what was it about Eric that you wanted him?
He's a winner.
Yeah.
How many have you won, Eric? How many state championships did you win in high school?
I should have 4. I have 2 legitimately.
You know what? The first thing he says, the one that got away, not the how many.
Well, you got to understand his situation. Hill can tell you about it, but he had one taken away because of a violation.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't his fault. I mean, you know, it was a player played ineligible, and they decided to hold it. But he's a winner. That was the first thing. I said, hey, we got to get a guy like that just knows how to win. Expects to win, and I'll be honest, it's been hard on Eric. He hasn't lost this much in his life, so he's a freshman. He's learning, but he's getting it. He's catching on, and that's what we keep telling him. Hey, just little steps at a time. You got 4 years here, buddy, but we just got to keep him going, and he's doing a good job.
And how's that been coming from a school where you won all those state championships to here, where you're building something?
It's tough, obviously coming from a program like that, you think everything's going to be a quick fix, but sometimes it's not. You have to go through those struggles with your team and with coaches. We're a new team completely, so those struggles are going to be expected.
Talking with Eric Demings, the freshman point guard out of Texas, here on the John Judkins Coaches Show. Eric, who do you pat in your game after?
Ooh, I have a healthy mix of players I like to pat in my game after. Top of the list would probably be Paul George for sure, Donovan Mitchell, and then Trae Young. I'll say Trae Young.
Trae Young. I think Donovan Mitchell will do. I like that. Here in Utah, like what he could do. So going back to your high school days, you played with some great players as well, right? And you know what it's like to not only score yourself, but be a facilitator to the players, right? You got some that went on to other D1 colleges, right?
Oh, other D1 colleges, NBA guys. I've been fortunate enough to be around a lot of pros, and it's just been like good for me to see the steps that those guys took and how serious they have to take the game to get to that level. So that's why I approach it the way I do.
Yeah, as we look at some of your highlights, you like to drive. I mean, take the three, but you like to drive and fall down when you're shooting, don't you?
Sometimes you got to sell it a little bit. It doesn't work as much in college, and I need to probably break that habit, as Coach tells me all the time. But
you got a technical foul this week.
This is a Tim Duncan-esque move right there off the glass from the baseline.
That reminded me a little like a Chris Paul, where he kind of gets in that little 2-game range, and he's just balanced and and finishing like that. But yeah, he's doing a good job getting to the rim, getting us into our offense, and he shoots the 3-ball a lot better than what he has been doing. He's really improved on that. He's been practicing that a lot. I see him in the gym a lot, working on his handles and his shooting his 3.
As a point guard, what do you like more, that little fader or giving somebody, a sweet pass underneath?
I love the passes, man. I love just making that beautiful pass and then getting the assist. There's just something about it.
Yeah, so what's it like coming from Dallas? Were you in a rural area part of Dallas, or were you in the city?
I was pretty close to the city, probably about 20-25 minutes out.
Okay.
So it's a lot different. Obviously here it's not a big city, but I like it. It's peaceful here, so it's a difference, but a good difference.
Dallas, flat.
Flat,
here,
very flat.
You've got some bluffs and mountains and all that kind of stuff. When we go to Dallas, it's tough to find your directions here. How is it for you coming here to find directions?
I stay at home. I stay at home.
Yeah. He hasn't caught on to the mountains, the east of the mountains and all that. He hasn't caught on to that yet, but you are right. It was funny, though, they had the Jazz on with, what's his name? What's our center's name? Kelsler? Kelsler, what's his name? They asked him, I said, what, being from where he is, what's the biggest thing in Utah that's been a surprise and you love? And he said the mountains. He said the mountains are just unreal, how beautiful they are.
Yeah.
And he's got here the red mountains and everything, so hopefully, his family's been here. We're trying to get him back again, and
great.
We're going to go see. They were there a couple of weeks ago. It was fun to see. His family's really, really supportive.
Yeah, because we're going to Arlington. That's right. You grew up right next door,
right,
didn't you?
Right next door.
Yeah, he'll pack that. He'll take all the tickets for his family. I guarantee you.
Yes, sir, for sure. All the tickets, I need them.
I'm looking forward to that trip. All right, Eric, here comes the best part of the show. We get to go back in time and see what you look as a wee young lad. Oh, there you are. Which one are you?
The one on the left with the pacifier in his mouth.
Pacifier, I love it.
And who's the other one?
That's my younger cousin.
Cousin.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, look at that.
You're on the left again?
I'm on the right
You're
now.
on the right
Yes, sir.
Is that the same cousin?
Same cousin.
Yeah?
Been with me for my whole life, since 3 months old.
Wow.
Eric Demings, probably about
Christmas.
3 or 4 years old, huh?
Yes, sir. About
Those
5.
are young. Those are some of our youngest pictures.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So, all right, Eric, you guys are on a roll now, too. You got to go to Phoenix to take on Grand Canyon. They've only lost twice, getting votes in the top 25. Number 1 in the conference. They've already secured the regular season title. We talked about the mentality going in there and trying to play David and Goliath.
Worry about ourselves more than anything. I think if we start from the inside out, because us as a team, we're a great team, and we're hard to beat when we just worry about ourselves.
Confidence, though, you guys had a 16-point lead in the first half.
We did. We played really
well.
Here. Yep. We showed them that today. We showed them some film today, what we did the first half, and then the second half we didn't defend like we We should have. They haven't lost at home. I mean, he'll see something there, Rod. You know how that is. That home crowd's unreal. But I'll tell you what, it's a fun place to play, and what a chance to have them get their first loss at home in that big arena. So we're excited.
Have they told you about the atmosphere?
No,
I've got pictures on my phone from last year's video.
I'm ready for it.
It's unbelievable.
I'm ready for
enjoy it.
It's fun.
All right, so Thursday night, 7 o'clock, 6:45 pregame on the Fan Sports Network, and also on Trailblazer Sports Vision on YouTube. So if you're listening on the radio, go and subscribe. That'll do it, guys. Thanks. We'll see you Thursday.
Thank you for having me.
In Phoenix, 7 o'clock tip. Good night, everybody.